What's up, Everyday Blades? We got a new to me Chaves RCK9. Okay, so this is a overview video. I just got this in today. I bought this from another member. It took, I think, 14 days to get here. So I found out what the deal is where I'm not getting any packages. They opened up a new distribution center in Houston, and before it was finished with construction, somebody pulled the switch and started routing all the packages there. So they have mountains of packages sitting there they're sifting through trying to get delivered. So I guess I'm lucky. I'm still missing about 5 packages. So hopefully they'll eventually come in. They just said they're going to have to bear with them. So not a lot I can do. But anyway, go USPS. Anyway, RCK9. When I first opened this, it reminded me a lot of the Street, the Redemption Street, the first production knives that came out. But I believe the blade is quite a bit different. I really like that blade. That is just, I like that blade over all the other blades they have. And I actually like the fact that there's no jimping on the back of it. It looks really sleek. I just don't think you really need it, to be honest with you. And this is more of a fancy pants knife anyway. It's not like you're going to be, woodcrafting with it. You can. I mean, this knife will definitely hold up to it. These are beasts. These are made by Riot. These knives are great. It has less lines, I noticed, than the 229. But I like that. I love simple titanium on good blade steel. M390. Those are good looking thumb studs. And of course, things like the centering is dead on the money. I mean, things like that, you don't even really got to hardly look with Riot. But let's get this out of the way. So the main reason for this video is one, to show you what I got in today. I wish I had the 229 to compare it to, because it's quite a bit smaller, and I think a lot of people are going to like that. I think a lot of people are turned off by the 229 just because they don't like bigger knives. They like more, smaller carryable knives. This definitely fits that. I thought this was going to be thinner than it was. I'm fine that it's not. I just, for some reason in my mind, I thought it was going to be thinner. And I think it was because of the Eikonic Chaves RCK9. This is the budget version of this, made by Eikonic. And as you can see, it is quite a bit thinner. But they are very similar in shape and size. The Eikonic almost looks like it's longer. Let's see. Yeah, the Eikonic is just the Chaves is a little bit longer. The re-up version is a little bit longer. But they're very similar, and this is $300 some odd, and this is under $100. I think this is $89. This is a killer knife for 89 bucks. Eikonic just has some great knives, man. They take great designs like this and make a budget version, but they do it very, very well. I believe this is in D2. I'm pretty sure all their knives I got was in D2. So the other Chaves that I have currently, I normally have a 229. I just recently sold it, but I do have the tack. And you can see it up against there if you're familiar with the size of the tack. And I'll take some exact, even though it's not a review, I'll take some exact measurements on it. A lot of people know my first videos sometimes are my only video on a knife. If I'm just not going to carry it a ton, or if I do get a bunch of use out of it, I'll do a review on it. And sometimes that may take a long time. But my overviews are pretty in depth. I do measurements, weights, and so 3 1/4 blade. 4-inch handle scales. Show you see what the weight is smelling like. .1 ounces, and the Eikonic is 3.7. Man, if you want a knife to take to work with and beat on, you work construction or whatever, this is the way to go. Eikonic. You want one that will handle construction but still looks fancy and you can take it out on the town? That one there too. Alright. So I know most of you know this, but I'm going to say it anyway. The clip, you either love it or you hate it. When I first saw it, I did not like it at all. Very shortly, it grew on me, and I like it a lot. I wouldn't change it for anything. But for those of you that do have an issue with it, Ramon now sends, I'm not going to squeeze it out of there, but he sends a standard clip, milled titanium clip. So you don't have that for an excuse anymore. I just think they're well-made knives for what they are. I mean, the actions are killer on them. The machining is killer on them. I mean, it's Riyadh. It's as good as it gets. I've never found an issue with a Riyadh knife. I'm sure people have. Nobody's perfect, but this one had been used and loved a little bit. It's got a few little marks, scuffs here. And, I put my edge on it, and it's, hair popping sharp now. It's good to go, and I will be carrying this one. I'll still probably get another 229. They made a limited version of this one that was milled. I really wanted that one, but they're so hard to find. There's so few of them. But I'll still be on the lookout. So the reason I got this is solely because of this. I wanted to check them. I almost wish though that they were the exact same size, the thickness. I wish it was that. That would be really awesome. I mean, this is a perfect size knife for everybody. But it's good the way it is. I mean, it's a little bit chunky and not exactly heavy, but it's got weight to it compared to that one. The action is just killing it. Once you get over the detent ball, you can get it to drop. And this one hasn't been used a whole bunch. It needs some time on it. But that clip to me is a good looking clip, man. I can understand it if you're in a big, corporate meeting, you don't want the skull hanging out of your pocket. But I don't work in the corporate world. I work in construction, and we think skulls are cool in construction. So good to go. There it is, guys. The Chaves RCK9. The next one I want to check out is the kickstop. I want the fold-in flipper tab. That's going to be next on my list. So keep your eye out for it. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed. It really helps me out. I really appreciate it. It doesn't cost you a thing. God bless you and your family. Say a prayer for our country. Good night.